Do you prefer leg down bend? Or
no, put them both up.
Okay.
Yep. So you're gonna put them.
I'm only gonna be doing this one, correct?
Yeah, but I want you to lift them both up and unrack both of them.
Okay.
So yeah, now just do the whichever one you want. But the other one, so the reason we do that is it locks the hip in place.
Okay. So my heel is starting to come off.
Yeah. So move your hand up a little bit, move your foot up a little bit.
Perfect. Okay. There it is.
So now let that knee come outside of the hip. So turn it out a little bit. There you go. Stay on the outside of the foot. Woo. Good. So now your focus is on shoving your lower back into that pad as hard as you can. I don't want that lower back to roll at all.
Yep.
Good push. Good. So when I'm doing this, I'm thinking about right here, like as hard as you can push into that point. Push right there. The knee come out. There you go.
I feel that.
Yep.
Now we're still applying over there, right? Pushing into the platform, correct?
Well, I would say the opposite here. I would say don't worry about the platform and just worry about that lower back.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now should it still be an explosive press or still?
Still always a contraction, man.
Always,
I think always emphasize that contraction at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Make sure I move that foot. There you go. Really good, man. That's nice. Good. Put all your focus on that lower back. It's almost like you're pulling that weight toward you with your hip flexor.
That's all I'm thinking about is right
Yeah,
there.
perfect. Nice. Looks really good.
Oh wow.
So there's a few additional cues I could offer to add some dimensions of challenge. Now remember, when you're cueing yourself or anybody, one, right? So on that one, that was the only cue, and I wouldn't change anything until I knew you had that.
Right.
And then once I see you doing that pretty consistently, so remember, a skill is graded based on load. Just because you can get it with a plate doesn't mean you do it with 2, doesn't mean you do it with 3. So always just making sure, like, at what point does the skill break down? And I use that as the decision-making factor. Like if I say, hey, we're gonna do this today, you can't do that correctly with more than 2 plates, that's as much as we're gonna do today.
Right.
That's it. And as much as the people are like, oh, I wanna do more. No, man, that's all you're capable of doing correctly. Yeah. And we'll find other exercises that you're able to do more, like leg extension, for example. Like, it's kind of hard to fuck up, push. So if there's things, that's always how I make decisions, based on how hard we should push.
It's crazy. I've actually had 2 guys quit because they came in there to lift heavy weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, you can't do it.
Right.
And they're like, oh. That's
fine. Good.
Yep.
Yeah. And it may always come back. And so the way I'll explain it, like you'll know guys like that, and you'll go, okay, well, there's going to be something they're good at, we hope.
Yeah.
So like, fucking crush them on the thing that they're good at. And then, it's the idea of like grinding up your vegetables in the spaghetti sauce, right? It's like, I'm just going to grind these up so you don't even know it's there. Like I'm going to, if you do like really simple basic shit, and I'm going to find something really good, I'm going to fucking crush your soul.
Right.
So you still know that, like, I can do that if I choose to do it, right?
Right. It's
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
I like this leg press, man.
Yeah. That makes a huge difference, man. Huge difference.
This right here is a game changer.
Yep.
Being able to lock the shoulders in.
I want him to do it on a leg extension, because like you always go up in the leg extension. We use a seatbelt. You should get a seatbelt. See this on that one on the right? We have a seatbelt.
Oh,
strap yourself down. Yeah, if you go heavy enough.
Dude, I squatted 400 pounds last week.
Yep.
And my legs feel.
Well, it's different, right? It's neurological versus muscular. You want to take a 10-minute, 5-10 minute break,
let's
and then
chill,
do
some water, and then we'll move to
some upper body.
Yeah, whatever you think. Maybe some back.
Yeah.
Back's my favorite exercise. I love back, man. I was real big. As a matter of fact, so I was watching a lot more of your videos, and for the longest time, everybody does a row here, but I always said, dude, look.
Right.
Look what I can do here.
Right.
Just by changing here, now look.
Right. Just limits you. And it's more stability, right? Yeah. It's this idea of function versus isolation. So if I'm training for function, it's gait cycled, right? So function is this. Function is like when you're walking, the gait says like right legs forward, left arms forward. This is functional.
Right.
So that would be a functional row, which may integrate more of my trunk and my spine, the rotational muscles, useful. If I'm trying isolation, which is bodybuilding, I want to be dysfunctional, which is the opposite.
Right.
So so both have utility, man. Yeah. Just learning where they fit.